Truly, none of us could have predicted that this was how it would end up for Toby. We were 20 when we met on our junior years abroad in Israel. We didn't know yet that there were variations on insecurity. We thought we were all maximally insecure. And sure, those insecurities took different shapes, but we were all suffering. We all had faith we'd eventually get over it, though. We didn't know that a happy future wasn't guaranteed to us, that it wasn't our right. But about Toby specifically, we didn't know that being short and fat as a child had made him unacceptable in his own eyes. First in his mother's eyes, and then in his own, and then, like a self-fulfilling prophecy, everyone else's. We didn't know yet that he wasn't going to grow anymore. He'd read somewhere that people sometimes sprout up a few inches in their early 20s. Most of all, we didn't know how severe the damage had been to him for being someone who had desires and wanted to be desired back and hadn't been. The night we met, 20 years ago, he was sitting on the floor of a tourist trap called the House of Elixir, where they served warm wine with a sugared rim, which is disgusting to think about now, but was exotic seeming at the time. Bob Marley was playing. Bob Marley was the only CD the place owned, and so it was always playing, though we didn't know this yet. Toby was sitting against a wall, looking to his left, watching Seth move in on one of the waitresses. Seth was tall and athletic and had a floppy prep school haircut. Toby's hair would never hang down if he grew it out. It would just grow upward and outward. He and Seth were new roommates. They'd met 3 days earlier and had been out together every night, and every night Toby watched a scene like this. By the second night, he no longer wondered if having Seth as his roommate was a great twist of luck or the worst thing to happen to his already tattered self-image. The waitress had spent the previous hour ignoring Seth, probably used to the hypnotic effect she had on recently arrived American students. But she had never encountered Seth before. He kept asking her how to say different words on the English menu in Hebrew. And these were just factual questions, so why shouldn't she answer them? Come on, he said. Just tell me. I'm new in this country. Please, we are compadres. We are comrades. We are countrymen. Toby watched as her tide rose toward him like he was the moon. She grew warmer and began leaning her body closer while she was reading what he was pointing at, and then watching his face as he repeated it back to her. It was amazing the way people melted onto Seth, the way women melted onto the Seths of the world. Toby had been in college for 2 years by then, long enough to learn that high school had not been an anomaly. He had learned that he was permanently relegated to support staff status for guys like Seth. It was either his height or his feelings about his height, or maybe he just truly lacked charm and good looks and charisma. Whatever it was, he watched those Seths of the world perform an animal mating dance in public in a way he would never dare to. I had taken a bus down from Tel Aviv with my roommate Lori, a buck-toothed redhead from a part of Missouri that wasn't St. Louis. This would be the first and maybe only night we ever spent together recreationally in Israel. We sat down next to Toby on the floor, and while Lori looked around, I watched him watch Seth watch the waitress, a National Geographic Channel circle jerk. The waitress was now sitting on the floor with Seth. I was sitting too, but with my arms across my midsection. Toby turned to take a drink from his wine and saw me watching him. I thought Israelis learned defense skills in the military, he said. He was from Los Angeles and a bio major at Princeton. He came from a family of doctors and had always wanted to do something in medicine. I was from Brooklyn, from a family full of girls who were expected to transfer from their childhood bedrooms to the bedrooms of their husbands' homes, with no pit stops along the way. I was commuting to NYU, and a junior abroad program in a country my mother approved of was the only way I could get out of the house. Toby and I kept talking, watching Seth seduce the waitress, commenting on it like we were sports broadcasters. Within 5 words of each other, I knew we understood each other. Our defenses were the same: sarcasm, pettiness, a protective well-readness that we hoped conveyed that we were smarter than everyone.